Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and a brand new series here on the Vintage Oaks. So as you can see, we're not really following the namesake of the map, but I just wanted to get on this map and have a play on it because it's really awesome. I've been waiting for this map for a while now. And I finally got the farm build and everything to a point that I'm satisfied with it and just wanted to get on and play. So I wasn't really super thrilled with the idea of doing vintage style play, so I wanted to do, because I wanted to do a little bit more modern if I'm going to play some on a UK map. I don't know why, but I just wanted to play that way, so we're going to do that. So yeah, we're running a dairy farm, and a arable and dairy farm. So we're doing quite a bit of arable as well as dairy. We're just gonna kind of get this out of the way. I gave myself a budget of like 2 million, I think is what it ended up being, and we're able to get everything we really need. Besides a combine and a chopper, so we are going to hire that out. We'll contract those jobs out, but we're going to start getting some wheat and stuff off. We have a wheat field across the road there that we are going to start working on. Contractor is going to show up here soon, so we just finished raking, if you couldn't tell. We are also a predominantly John Deere farm, which you guys know. I do love my deer, a John Deere green. We got an R series. I think it's like a 2011 R series there, 6R. We got a 6930 here. We have a JCB 3200 fast track, a little bit of an older model. We got the 8T there that's going to be doing most of the big stuff, such as the drilling and probably like the plowing. We're going to be doing some moldboard plowing. I'm just trying to get out of the way for now. But we'll end up meeting the contractor over at the field across the way. We have 3 separate cow barns. 2 are for milking cows and 1 is for heifers. Cows are all fed up, happy as pie. We have a JCB loader there. So this is our heifer barn, that's our secondary cow barn, and this is our primary cow barn, milking barns. All robot milkers. We come around the side here. This is kind of our feed area. We don't have any silage left, but we've been using silage bales for silage. I got a little bit of hay left and a little bit of straw left for bedding. The feed mixer is in a Claas Aries 630Z, RZ, sorry. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the farm, essentially. There's some equipment that's sitting over there. That's for, I think we got our slurry tank over there. We got our moldboard plow over there. We got some trailers and different stuff over there. So yeah, that's essentially the farm. It's not huge, but I don't know. I absolutely love it. I'm really vibing with it. So yeah, just a quick introduction. We are going to be running 4-day seasons on probably about 3x speed to 5x speed. Just kind of figure out what we want to run at and what makes sense. So yeah, I'm excited. We are using Maize Plus as well, so we're going to be busy with making sure cows are fed and grass is cut and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get down to the field and get some wheat going. Contractor should be there soon. All right, so we are on board with Paul, the contractor. in his Lexington 670. He's also the guy that's going to be running, or that we contract to run chopper for us. So, I mean, maybe eventually we might buy our own, but yeah, we'll see. So a lot more maintenance and all that kind of stuff that you got to go through when you have your own combine, and sometimes financially it makes sense for him to come out and do this. It was an initial $20,000 cost plus his wages. So we'll see. We have this field of wheat, then we have an oat field and a canola field, and we have a wheat field, canola, wheat, barley, oat that's going to be ready, and it's pretty much ready now. And then we have a canola field that will be ready next month, hopefully. So yeah, this is the beginning of this series. I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. This is going to be really fun. I'm really enjoying this farm layout and stuff. It feels really fitting to me. I don't really know, though. I guess I'm just basing that off of what I have seen on YouTube and that kind of stuff and social media and all that. But I don't know, if you're from the UK and you're watching this, let me know how I'm doing. I think the farm layout was pretty good, so we're going to try to make it as realistic as possible, like always. We're at about 64%, so maybe we need to chase him down here in the old JCB. We are just going to see what we can do with one trailer at the moment, since the farm is right across the road. This is if you can't tell, this is one of the public footpaths in the area. There's another one that runs right down the left side of our farm, essentially right down the lane that we drove through to get into the farm. That is another public footpath, but doesn't get nearly as much traffic as that one right there, because that one connects to another small little town area just to our like north-ish. So, well, I may have been able to just wait for him, it seemed like, then drive around the whole field, but you know me, it's what I tend to do a lot. I get overly anxious about if we're going to be able to catch him or not. Got to keep the combine going. It's the #1 rule, right? Got to keep the combine going. Ooh, looks like we need to come in here and do some land works or something. Well, we would have been just short, so good thing we did wrap all the way around the field. We need to get another guy going on, or we need to get the 6R going on getting more grass cut. We need some more hay and stuff like that. To set the series up, we did give ourselves some hay and stuff like that, but just to, you know, simulate a farm that is already operating. Should be one heck of a setup for a farm that just started, so. There we go, 55%. We'll get out of his way. Then yeah, we are also going to be baling this straw for sure. For bedding and stuff like that, we do use a little bit in our feed rations, so. But I think though the feed mix is due to change as well. I need to experiment with it a little bit more. This farm is completely built from scratch. This was just a field at one point. So I didn't take a already existing farm or anything. I took a field that I liked, and I wanted to be close to a town. You see a lot of the time people combining right next to houses and stuff like that in videos and all that, and I wanted that feel. So we took this field right on the edge of town. We're over on field 39 here. So we are pretty close to the main selling area and stuff like that. But yeah, this is like kind of the main town. I think this is the starter farm that you start out with. So you can see kind of some of the land that we own. We do have some grass ground right around the farm. Another grass field that we just cut. 2 more grass fields over here. I think this right here is kind of like a swampy area where we're going to put some cows out. We have another arable field over here. It is oats or barley, I think. And then this field is oats. So, and then where's our canola field? Canola field's up here. So yeah, that's kind of the setup essentially. We're gonna keep at her, and we'll catch up with you guys here in a bit. So we're pulling out right now onto the road. We're gonna get this down to the next grass field. Just multitasking in this first month because we need to get a lot done in that first month, as you guys know. We don't have the extra days, so I don't know why my beacons aren't working. So apologies for that. This pasture is not ready quite yet. We'll probably cut that one next month. The first field we're going to chop because we didn't end up tedding it or anything. We just raked it pretty much right after we cut it. So that's going to be used for silage. I want to see. We're going to turn down here. Yes. Yeah, this map is just beautiful. I mean, it feels like a completely different map from the original Oaks that Farms and Briscoe released. It really is amazing. He did a lot of custom stuff with buildings and sounds. He did a lot of sounds and stuff, which is cool. Let's see. How do we get into this field? I'm gonna say maybe over here. Do a little end cab so we can see with these overhanging bushes. Big estate here to the left. It goes into a farm. All right, we had to own this farm so we can use that. So we are technically leasing that farm, but we're not going to play it that way. So I wanted that marshy, swampy area for cows to be able to go to pasture in. So maybe we got to go down here. Seems like a guy would know where his fields were. Am I right? Another small, quaint little village area. Oh, we gotta go unload the combine. We gotta find this field first, though. Oh, there it is. There it is. So yeah, this is the field that we're gonna be mowing, and then this is our pasture area for our cows that we're gonna graze them. We need some grazing ground. It's gonna be pretty cool. Open this up. Get the tractor pulled in, hopefully without hitting anything. And then we'll get him going and working away on this hay ground. Alright, so we are unloading on the go here. I'm gonna hop ahead of him quick. So I'm not, no, he's not trying to unload on the turn. There we go. Gotta pop that auger right back out. You're hauling. Feels like we're just flying right now. Alright, so that is it for this trailer. Even though we're not getting the best yields, which is, you know, typical for first time fields, right? Your first harvest on fields, you usually don't have the best yields, but it feels like we're still filling up relatively quick. So we are going to tip. We have one of our sheds there. Just a, you know, your typical British field, or I mean barn, your typical British field. Typical British barn that we're going to tip into. And then we have a grain pusher for the front of the telehandler that will push the grain up into the corner of the barn and stuff like that. Might need to get another trailer, we'll see. Need to get the auto drive course, or auto drive routes course, whatever, or put in here. I know somebody just released a full auto drive network on King Mods, I want to say. Swing her around and we'll back her in. Over in this corner. So some of this is going to go to the wheat, no, but the oats we're going to be turning into grain grist for our cattle feed. As you can see, we got our old Ford TW20 on the mill. And that is how we make our grist. Old classic British tipping your grain into the shed. I love it. So cool. I don't know why, but I just think it's very fun to do that for some reason. And there we go. It's kind of the process. So we get back to the field and keep pushing away. So I don't know what just happened, but apparently this combine unloaded itself, and I have no idea. That was very strange. Maybe I just had the tractor parked perfectly in the right spot for it to be able to unload itself. That was strange. I like hopped over here and the combine was only at like 8%, and I was like, what in the world? So yeah, that was kind of weird, but combine unloaded itself. So, but last pass on the wheat field should be about 3 full trailer loads, almost probably perfectly 3 full trailer loads dumped into the shed. We will later on sell. We are on hard economy. I don't know why I do that to myself, but it's just how I enjoy playing. A little bit more of a grind, especially when you give yourself a pretty big starting budget. Quite enjoy doing that. Alright. So we will have Paul head down to the next field. I think we're probably going to take the oats off. It is the next closest field, and it's also our biggest field, so I want to make sure that we get it off in time. We'll head back and get this wheat tipped. The 6R is back now. We're just getting it refueled. Then we're probably going to get that hooked up to the baler. So we can start doing some baling. We're going to need both tractors and trailers on this next field, I think. Probably be wise of us to do so, since it is a little bit farther away. Tipping it so good, we really don't even need the grain pusher. Alright. Nice little pile of wheat there in the corner of the shed. We'll dump the oats over here on this side. And then the barley, we'll probably try and feed some of that into here. This is only a 20,000 liter. Well, no we're not, because we need to mill it first, and then we're going to try to put the milled barley into the bin here. This is our mineral feed bin. This is going to hold our grist. So it's all kind of part of the feeding process, creating feed thing. So yeah, we'll get the mowers unhooked. We'll get some more. The combine is going down to the next field. Trailers need to go down there. So we get all that figured out. We'll see you down there. All right, first load off to the farm. Combine is working on the last headland pass. We got the 6R running on the baler right now in the wheat field, getting the straw baled up. Lots going on. But we're getting her done. It's fun. It's fun doing a little bit of UK farming, changing it up a little bit. We're here in Cantley. And this map is just beautiful. The detail along the roadsides, and all the paintable ground textures and stuff that he added to the map makes it really, really good. I always love that when we have all the extra stuff for farm builds. There's the baler. We're gonna go through this back entrance here. Probably not the best idea going up this steep drive here with a full grain trailer, but I think it'll be alright. We got the slurry spreader back here, we got some silage trailers, we got the plow and roller and all the things. So before we tip, we're going to need to move the telehandler because it's sitting there in the corner. Might push up some of that wheat so it's not mixing in with the oats. So we'll get that done quick. We'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, we're just getting filled here. The oat field, not much left to do at all. Really got through it. If you guys have been around the channel and you're watching this series, you know I can get a little carried away sometimes. So we are baling too. We finished baling the wheat field, and the baler came over here and is baling up as well. So we're getting it all done. We have barley to go. We should have that done as well. Gonna have to kind of figure out where we're gonna put the barley, since we have the tip shed a little bit full at the moment. Might try to just make room in the corner of the shop, to be honest with you. We'll see. There is a spot in the big dairy barn here. This one. It's kind of an open area that we could store it in as well. Just doesn't, I mean, it's not very secure. Probably could get some critters in there and stuff, so I don't know, I'm not sold on that either, so might have to actually look into getting another like tip shed built or something like that, so we can tip some more stuff. I might, that's probably the combine getting blocked by a bale. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do quite yet with that. We could tip it into one of the bunker type buildings here for silage. Yeah, I don't know, because we're not chopping corn or anything, so I don't believe that we'll need more than one bunker silo or bunker building or whatever, you know what I mean, for silage. So we're just gonna be like chopping grass for our silage. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But we're getting a nice pile of oats in here. Have a nice big pile once we're done. Say we probably have close to 100,000 liters in here. If these hold about 20,000. Getting ourselves a nice big pile in the corner there. Wait for the trailer to come down. We'll go fix this guy that's blocked by an object, since it seems like he can't figure it out. And then we'll probably be done with oats, and we're just gonna move on to barley. I'm popping back in on the way down to the barley field just to give you guys a little bit of a glimpse into the map if you haven't seen any previews or anything. The landscapes, the detail along the road is really something. It's narrow. It's narrow in some spots for sure. Hard to get this combine even down them. But it's a sweet map. It really is. Gotta make sure I'm even going to the right place. Alright, yeah, so we gotta go down this lane. This is our field right there, so. Man. I tried to pick fields that I like kind of are a little bit different, you know what I mean? And have good views and that kind of stuff. And I think I've succeeded. At least I think. Just narrow down these lanes, so you gotta get in first person sometimes just to really see where you're going, which I think is really nice. I think that's a great feature. But it just feels so good. It just has such a good feel to it. If you guys haven't ever tried, I know the majority of my audience is from North America, US and Canada. If you haven't ever tried any UK farming and you want to give it a go, this here is a great map to do it on. It's a 4X. I know a lot of us North American guys, we like our 4Xs. So, definitely would recommend giving it a go. But yeah, it's kind of deceivingly a far drive. But this is our field right here, so we gotta figure out now where to get in. Alrighty, so that is it for harvest for at least August. Like I had mentioned, we have some canola yet to do still. So we'll be getting Paul the contractor back out here to help us get that canola off. Can't be performed. There we go. Alright, perfect. And yeah, so we're gonna get the 6R and the baler brought down to the barley field, and we'll get some baling finished up on the 3 fields. And then I think next episode we'll be finishing canola, or we'll be harvesting canola. We'll probably do a little bit of feeding of the animals, and then some bale loading and unloading. So we have a trailer essentially that picks up the bales, and we'll unload them on the side of the field, and then we'll use the telehandler to load those bales from the side of the field onto trailers to bring them back to the farm. That's going to be kind of how we're going to go about that job. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. I know I did. It was a lot of fun getting some harvest done and some grain tipped into the shed and all that stuff. This is always cool. When you get the grain piles and stuff. I always like that. So yeah, we'll continue this series. I'm really enjoying it. It's really been the only farm sim save I've played in the last few days. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking the video, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you in the next video.